Well, this is Wednesday, and you know what that means. Aewtf.
What does that mean?
And how many people on the roster do the Destroyer?
Yeah, I mean, somebody's got to put over the PWG library.
I just think that people got fooled by the blood and girls bleeding.
Oh, man, those guys are awesome.
Hello and welcome to AEWTF, and somebody somewhere knows what that means. We are going to talk. What?
Are you
Doubtful.
like specifically pointing out one person? What's
Yeah,
here?
Andrew.
What
He
was
knows
that guy?
Andrew.
Alexander.
This is for the September 15th, 2021 Dynamite in Jersey, and we get CM Punk coming out to do commentary. Which I enjoy his commentary. I'm game for it. If we have to have him on TV instead of just coming down and being like, I'm just happy to be wrestling every week.
Yeah, I'm always a fan of him on commentary.
Yeah, because he was so relaxed. He does not care. Plus, he puts the guys over. It's not like he's there just not doing the job. He's always putting guys over too. So, and then
One thing I noticed when Punk was doing his walk around the ring and got to the Dusty Rhodes guy or whatever. But so if anyone realized how humongous the fucking ringside area looked at this show, did anyone notice?
Yeah,
that?
I did.
Originally, this event was booked to be War Games, so they were using a seating chart from a War Games. That's why.
Yeah, it was supposed to be the Blood and Guts match.
Yeah.
So there's, I always check out the Squared Circle subreddit, and there was a dude on there that was posted about how it was like a slap in the face that Dynamite presented the show they did, given the fact that people bought these tickets a year and a half ago expecting Blood and Guts. And he was talking about, like,
subject to change.
Yeah, he was talking about how it was a slap in the face, though. And he's like, we didn't even get, like, any good matches. And Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega just came out and talked. And, like, he was just bitching and whining about the whole thing.
Okay, but if Blood and Guts would have happened without the pandemic, you wouldn't have had Bryan Danielson or CM Punk at all.
Yeah.
I get what he's saying. Like, Blood and Guts would have been a really cool match to see, but shit happens, dude.
Yeah, plus he got to see, I mean, whoever was there in person got to see some, like, really good matches, plus Adam Cole, Bryan Danielson, Kenny Omega, CM Punk, like, fucking everybody. So.
He wasn't supposed to get CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, and Adam Cole either, and he's not complaining that he got all those guys, so.
As I've always said, wrestling fans can fucking blow me.
You have always said that.
You have, and you tell them that directly, and you try and get them to come outside and do it. But
that's what not really.
No, that's
never been one of those guys.
Never been
That's other people I've associated with before.
Never been an airplane traveler, so.
I just want to get paid and go home.
Speaking of getting paid,
you get paid to do this?
Sometimes it's pretty rare.
Well, I've been doing it.
Another guy doing this for free, Frankie Kazarian.
Oh, come on!
You guys probably noticed it too, but I forget if it was Punk or Excalibur, but they're like, you guessed it, Frankie Kazarian, like the Norm Macdonald, Frank Stallone bit.
Oh yeah,
I
didn't notice it. No.
Yeah, you guessed it, Frankie Kazarian. Oh, it was the ring announcer when he announced them. That's how he announced them.
Oh, see, I don't listen to anything Justin Roberts says.
Oh,
I tune him out. I hate that so much. I will say this: Adam Cole is fucking over.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
That was a hell of a pop.
You gotta say "baby" after you say
Baby?
legally.
Oh, sorry.
Put your hands in the air. You got to do it all.
I did that.
It is kind of ironic that the two most over verbal catchphrases in the company are Britt Baker and Adam Cole.
Yeah.
The DMD and the Baby are super fucking over.
That's true.
Both heels and
first
together.
off, I'm pretty sure that they both pale in comparison to Penta says.
Yeah.
Oh.
You are banned from speaking.
I like Omega. He really stressed the "you are." He's like, something. But this match was really good. Adam Cole, Frank Kazarian, both good at professional wrestling.
Dude, the belly back suplex over the top rope, bump your face on the apron was gnarly.
Yeah, it was. Mm-hmm. Frankie looked like he ate it.
Yeah, these guys are really good at professional wrestling. It was really smart early for, I think somebody called it. It was probably Kazarian because the ref was talking to Cole. I'm assuming he called for Adam Cole to grab a rest hold. because the crowd was so fucking into Adam Cole that I think Kazarian knew the story of the match was going to be hard to get going. So he had Adam Cole grab a rest hold, let the crowd kind of calm the fuck down, and then get behind Kazarian because they understand how wrestling works. So like they're like, oh no, wait, he's the face. We're supposed to be cheering him and stuff. So
And even commentary picked up on it because they're like, they're really getting behind Frankie Kazarian now. And I'm like,
yeah. So that was a good call by like I said, I assume Kazarian made the call.
Yeah, the wrap up submission leg hold he did.
That was awesome.
Very good.
Yeah.
Even Punk was like, "Whoa, that's cool." I'm surprised it's somebody like Frankie that figured it out.
So he was also Christian's first match. So is he what they're using as the hey, listen, just in case these guys need to know what it's like to wrestle the AEW style in quotes, or kick off that ring rust for Adam Cole who hasn't worked in 2 weeks. We're gonna take you out there with Kaz so you can run him through the ringer.
Him and Matt Sydal are both good at that role because that was Andrade's first guy too. But both those guys have wrestled
But
WWE.
that match was good.
Yeah, that match sucked.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
But both those guys have wrestled WWE. They've wrestled the indies at the highest levels. They've worked pretty much every promotion there is. So they are good guys to really transition WWE guys into matches. So it makes sense.
I don't think that has anything to do.
I
with
don't think it does either. But I'm just saying they are good at that. That's a good.
They did it because we had to keep getting over the elite hunter gimmick.
Yeah,
because
that's-
it's working
At
so
some
well.
point, if that's your gimmick, it has to be successful for you to keep it.
Right.
Or they let his contract expire. Which
Maybe
I think-
that's what it is. He's the hunter. He just doesn't do anything when he catches them. It's catch and release.
yeah.
Someone told him a long time ago, it's all about that chase. So once he finally beats one of them, his whole gimmick's done.
I do think that Kazarian's like the perfect dude for guys coming into work because he's super solid technically, and he's gonna give you a good match, but he's also like not gonna take away from you because he's so fucking over or anything like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else, if this was just me, and it might be this way all the time, and this might just be the first week I noticed it, but I was not a fan of the lighting because it made the building look empty to me.
I noticed there was something about the lighting to where the people on the floor were in focus, but anyone that was like in the first level and past that in like the purple lighting were very out of focus. So I didn't know if they did something they were trying something fancy with that. But I noticed it too. There was something weird about the lighting.
It's a pet peeve of mine.
Yes.
It's a pet peeve of mine because WWE does it too. To me, the lighting always looks like that when you do colored lighting on the fans.
Yeah.
It always drowns them out and you can't really see. Like, I'm a fan of the Nitro fucking look where it's bright as shit everywhere. You can see everyone freaking out.
Yeah.
Me and Jason had experienced the WrestleMania lighting in our eyes firsthand when the crowd was chanting, turn the fucking lights out.
For AJ and Orton the 1 year.
Yeah.
Yep. It was horrific. I still see yellow spots.
We had to watch the screen. It was the only way we could see anything because the screen was above everything, so you could kind of see.
They switched the lights out at one point, and everyone cheered, and then they turned them back on before the match ended. Biggest boo of the night had nothing to do with what was going on in the ring.
I actually don't remember two of the best professional wrestlers ever match because the lights. So
Jesus.
That's why we very safely rewatched the entire show on the drive home.
Yeah.
So speaking of getting things back on track, I like that Punk got commentary back on track when Tony and JR started having the conversation about him and Britt.
Yeah.
I liked how Punk was like, yeah, okay, I don't give a shit about this. Like, let's talk about the match.
Well, we can talk about it during the commercial. Yeah, I thought that was clever too.
Yeah.
So Cole goes to do this promo. I got two things on this. I'm already over the fucking who wants story time with Adam Cole, baby.
Yeah. Me too.
And then I didn't pay
that he has to sell.
Yeah, he does. I didn't pay attention to too many of the words of the promos because I was just kind of off put by how white his knees were.
They were. I noticed it.
What?
His knees he puts fake tanner on while he has his knee pads on. So when he takes his knee pad down, his knees are super white.
I didn't even notice.
I
Omega
couldn't
hates
focus on anything else but that.
Omega hates knees because this is the second time he's made a comment.
Yep.
Oh, you're in public. Cover your knees.
Him and Charlie Kelly both do.
It's the Charlie. If you're gonna be out there with your knees, fucking cover them up.
How do you feel about ghouls?
Do you like him?
Ghouls, goblins, yeah.
Marco Stunt's who you mean, right?
Oh,
Oh, but Adam Cole tunes up the band too in this, which was cool. The
Yeah.
switch in music. It's obviously a shout out to his dad.
yeah.
Shawn Michaels.
That was so when he said the Super Click is back together, you could remember. Oh yeah, he does that too.
The 6-man tag that got set up is going to fucking rule.
Don't overhype it. You know what happens.
I know. Shit, you're right. I hope it fucking rules.
Right.
Then we get the Lucha Brothers calling out Butcher and Blade. It's going to happen on Rampage, which we'll talk about here.
Was anything said during that promo by anybody?
No.
No, it was a little video thing. Just they talked for a second. They showed clips.
Okay.
It reminded us that at one point they were all heels in a team together. They were
Okay.
La Familia.
Oh,
I mean,
shit,
according
that's a
to
thing.
Enta.
Well, then we get the security guard talking about his bonus, and he bought a car.
Oh, so my note for this, knowing now how it all played out, but at the time, my note for this was that I really fucking hope Miro lawn darts him through the windshield of that car.
I wanted to
think
see
it's a-
him. Go ahead.
I was just gonna. I do think it's a funny gag that it's a shitty car. I did think.
Yeah, it's a Hyundai Elantra.
Yeah.
I just wrote this security guard is silly, and I hope that we get a Street Fighter cutscene where he just tears the car apart.
That'd be awesome.
A podcast I listened to said the same thing. They said, you know, when you win a level on Street Fighter, you get to destroy your car. We hope Miro does that.
There's a movie with Vince Vaughn. It came out a couple of years ago. It was completely different than almost anything he's ever been in. I'm trying to think of the name of it right now,
Is
but
it freaky?
no, that movie fucking sucked. Brawl in Cell Block 99.
I've heard of
Oh,
it.
I've seen it. Yeah, I've
So
seen it.
he pulls a Street Fighter on a car. There's like, it's a 10-minute scene where he just rips apart a car. And like, there's no music. It's just him ripping a car apart. Like, it's fucking weird.
The
Well-
whole movie's weird, to be fair.
It is, yeah.
Speaking of ripping cars apart, Wardlow with MJF comes out. He does the whole crying Brian. Is this one? I'm trying not to do Rampage again. He does the crying Brian on this one, right?
He does what?
The cry calls him crying, sympathetic for crying Brian.
He
Remember?
says he's going to talk to Brian Pillman, and at first
Yeah,
he starts
okay.
to talk
That's
to
what
heaven.
started out with the crying Brian, is what he's calling Brian Pillman Jr.
Then he looks down to hell.
That was
Right.
yeah. Which I mean, I enjoy.
I mean, I like that MJF just went ahead and doubled down. Like, he
Right.
acknowledged that people were mad, and then he was just like, fuck you.
I'll tell you what I hated about this segment. Brian Pillman's all fired up, comes in for a run-in, fucking powders him out of the ring, and then we just go to a backstage thing where he's all sat down, calm, and
Yeah.
today it's just a weird juxtaposition.
My note for this whole thing is these two segments needed flipped.
Yes.
Because clearly that's a pre-tape segment. Why would you have that after the live promo with the fired up Brian Pillman? It was
It's
dumb.
like they escalated it to the peak, and then all of a sudden it's all the way down at the ground floor with this slowed down fucking...
Yeah.
I said that too, but I also didn't think he still had the fire. Just like last week where he comes out and just stands at the top of the entry ramp. I'm going to sneak in the back, and I'm going to have a chair, and then I'm just going to stand there and look at you.
Yeah, it still
Like,
wasn't
you're
good.
still calling my mom a crack whore and saying my dad's burning in hell. Like,
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah,
like
true.
at least a swing with the chair.
Yeah.
Like,
I appreciate that they're trying to get him over as a fiery babyface like his dad, but it's not working.
He is not.
One of the lines he has in that sit down, something along the lines of, I know I look like a well-to-do, preppy, whatever, and I'm like, wait, you look like a fucking weirdo because you got a mullet and this giant tiger shirt. Where
it's
are
a
you?
Letterman jacket.
Not in the promo, though. Maybe you're probably right. That's probably what he's referencing.
Yeah.
Well,
But
if
yeah,
it
like
means
you said, though, he does not look like he's well-to-do.
My favorite part of the sit down promo was JR says, I was just embarrassed for you. Like, that's it. You've made JR just completely be sad for you because of how you handled the situation, not about necessarily what was said.
Jim Ross like, my life's better than yours, and look at me. Look at me. Then we get Jurassic Express, Christian Cage.
Planting the seeds for Christian's heel turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He already lost one Wednesday Night War. Might as well lose a Friday Night War as well.
Yeah, that was a good
and
line. I like
straight out of development or something like that.
Yeah, plugged straight out of development hell.
Yeah, in case you guys didn't know, Adam Cole was from WWE. So
Wait,
What's that?
they just want to make sure you guys know that WWE is not good as good as them.
Huh.
Speaking of good, we get FTR next with Matt Sydal and Dante Martin. They've already decided that Mike Sydal is
our entrance here.
what is it?
They start in the ring. What's up with the jobber entrances? Here?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't appreciate it.
So
I feel like so. I hope that this whole thing is just. I know you're probably gonna say it's not, but like FTR on Twitter, they're constantly like talking shit about the Young Bucks and how like the Young Bucks make sure they don't get title shots and all this shit. So I hope it's like this thing where like they're just constantly kind of not giving FTR the full respect that they should be getting. Because like they cut their matches abruptly a lot. Like as soon as they win, they don't make a big deal out of them.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
Like a forced disrespect thing that they can play off of later.
yeah.
this match though is really good.
It's so good.
Yeah,
It was solid, but I felt like it was a step off because there were a couple like miscues on a lot of
there
those.
was a couple miscues, but I think the good stuff for me made up for it. Like Cash Wheeler for real hitting everyone. I like that.
Well, he knows he's in there with little skinny flippies. He's got to beat the shit out of them to look legit. Or else Jim Cornette won't like him anymore.
I will use that strategy my next match.
No,
When I'm wrestling a flippy.
I got to bulk up.
I'm cultivating mass.
I really like the team of Sydal and Dante Martin. Like,
Yeah.
nothing against Mike Sydal, but I hope they keep those two guys together.
I do like these two together as a team more than either one of their other regular teams.
Yeah.
I forgot Dante Martin even had another. Like, who was his?
His brother. They both had brothers, and
Dante,
hey.
I forget the other brother's name.
It's a built-in feud right there. The other brother's going to come back, and then him and Matt will be partners, and they're going to take him out. And
That would
It'll
be,
him and Mike. Sorry.
it'd be Sydal Martin A team and Sydal Martin B team.
They could call him 2.0, but that's already taken.
Yeah, true.
For NXT, right?
I like. Did you see the little throwback that, or not the throwback, but like the little thing Dax did where he did the old Arn Anderson, keeps his hands behind his back, and
Oh yeah.
backs like makes Dante Martin circle around with him and lets Cash Wheeler get the blind tag.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like
this
this a
whole-
lot. I thought it was really good storytelling. We're two ridiculously good high flyers, like
And-
being just fast enough to keep FTR kind of off their game, but eventually FTR is just too good of a tag team.
And I always assumed FTR was going to win, but there were 3 or 4 other spots than the transition that went into the big rig
Mhm.
that could have been. So in my mind, even though they didn't even go anywhere near there, I was assuming it was going to be close to the finish. And they're going to do this, and it's going to turn into the Shatter Machine, which is what I will call it now. And so when the finish finally happened, at that point, I was like, oh, it's just going to be another transition into something else. So the finish was really good. I thought, yeah, really, really good and solid. Hopefully that's not the last time we see that team, and wherever this takes FTR next.
Yeah. I don't know what's next with FTR really.
Sting and
Oh
Sting
yeah,
and
yeah,
Darby.
yeah.
We'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll get to it. I got thoughts on that, but I'll save it till the segment comes up.
Well, then we get CM Punk saying Suzuki's upset his music wasn't played, and then it's Archer and Suzuki saying that it wasn't fair.
I know I said a bunch of times, Jason, you're never going to get this, but I was wrong. Jason, you're going to get this.
Well, thank you. And if you didn't know, like, there was a big thing on Twitter, #Suzuki incident, and
Yeah.
there were people all over the place that, I mean, I started it, but there were people all over that jumped on it, were like, what the hell, you're bringing this guy in and you're not even going to finish out his song? And
I did see a part of that trended with the Suzuki incident, and somebody photoshopped a Joe Biden tweet about it.
That's amazing.
I think
Apologize for it and all that.
I think it's incredibly smart on AEW's part to recognize that there is a big trend with fans, right? Like,
That the
pay
fans are
attention
saying
to-
words and
pay
they're
attention to
going-
what the fans are saying and acknowledge it and play off of it.
Right.
It's so refreshing, and I think that's why they're blowing up and WWE's falling off at the same time, is because WWE's motto is fucking ignore anything that happens. We do what we want. And
Yeah.
AEW's like, hey guys, we know we fucked up. We'll fix it. Here you go.
So their performers do anything they want, but no.
So Jason, what is Archer and Suzuki's tag name?
Oh, well, it's not just the
Suzuki
two
Goon.
of them. There are multiple people in it, but there's Suzuki Goon, which
Okay.
I guess Goon must mean army. I think is what that translates to. So
I
basically,
always
Suzuki
read
Army.
it and never heard it, and I thought it was Suzuki Gun. 'Cause it's
Gun.
spelled G-U-N.
Yeah, it is spelled Gun, but Archer's actual partner in the group was Davey Boy Jr. And they were
yeah.
and they were the Killer Elite Squad. That's who his actual partner was.
I think at one point Excalibur does say too, like the Suzuki Army.
Okay, yeah, but so basically with New Japan, everybody's in a faction. You don't always come out together like the Elite or like DX would do, or that kind of stuff. But they do so many different tournament things where there's always a singles match, then a tag match, a trios match, a 4-on-4. So everyone is in a faction of some sort. So they're a heel faction.
I think they do it because it kind of also mirrors MMA, how everyone has their teams, what they train with.
Right. So, but yeah, so they're more of the hard hitting, I guess, heel faction.
Gotcha.
They're the dudes that have shitty hair. That's the only trait they have.
Yeah.
Then we get Malachi Black, his entrance, which
I'll admit something I was wrong here about. I wrote the note down as he was making his entrance, and I'm like, 100% that's Cody. It can't be him. Just something about the way he walked to the ring. I was like, this is Cody dressed up as him, but I was wrong.
Oh yeah, it did look. I now that I'm looking back at it, I know what you're saying.
And then we get all of our favorite woman wrestler, Rosario Dawson.
Yes, who had money on Malachi Black and Rosario Dawson having a segment together? Anybody?
Me. I had it in our celebrity.
Wait
pool.
a second. That wasn't Zelina Vega?
Oh,
Oh, and you, for some reason, everyone else picked Tom Hanks. I don't know, but
yeah, I did love. I mean, I always love seeing Rosario Dawson. I will never not love that. And I thought the brawl through the crowd was really fucking good. But at the same time, I kind of hated the presentation of this.
Why was
So I have
Cody
one
in the
question
crowd to
before we
begin
get-
with?
Well, I don't have a good answer other than it was a good camera shot.
I mean, it was because his suit definitely stood out, but why was he in the audience? And then I felt like it went on for a little longer than what they actually did.
His dad was in the audience. He was just hanging with his dad.
oh,
Wait, Cody was in the audience with his dad?
yeah.
The joke about the guy dressed up as Dusty.
Oh. Well, he was
So
sitting in the wrong section. That's what threw me off.
Before the brawl happened, I would like to know why Aleister Black was wearing the gear from The Handmaid's Tale. He had some weird hooded fucking cloak or something.
I think it's the same thing he always wears, but we usually don't see him wear it with a suit.
Well, my note was he thought he was going to be Joey from Friends because could he wear any more clothes? Like, he was wearing everything. He had like 6 different suits on. Ridiculous.
That reference was a stretch, brother.
Yeah, come on.
You know Friends? So there was this show, right?
No,
Yeah, I
no.
know the reference. It's just a stretch. So what's weird is they had 0 security for this, and when it first started and went over the rail, there was like a backdrop, and Malachi hit a woman, and the woman's like boyfriend starts fake clubbing Malachi. He's like a dude in a neon green shirt. It was hard to miss, but
Jesus.
he's upholding his woman.
Yeah, I thought this was one of those times where AEW trying to put so much into one show made this a casualty of that because it was super rushed. Like, it didn't make any sense for Aleister or for Malachi Black to get that upset and distracted by Rosario Dawson that he jumps out of the ring.
Shit.
He thought it was his wife. No, I'm kidding.
It's not his character at all. Like, he's got this inner calmness to him until it's time to murder someone.
True, but he is
Rosario
picking
Dawson.
off one at a time all the Nightmare Family people, and he just saw a Nightmare Family jacket, so I could see why he'd go out. And
Yeah,
Well,
it just
he's just continuing his lifelong feud with Rosario Dawson. So
I did not know there was a lifelong feud there. And
Oh,
I
God,
apologize.
Oh no!
I didn't do
There's
the research.
all the storyline was dropped on a DVD that's hidden. You need to do a scavenger hunt to find it, just like the old Takara.
Son of a bitch! I don't have time for this.
speaking of not time for this, the Bunny is going to wrestle Anna Jade on Rampage. Yay!
Spoiler alert! It's awful.
Yeah, but the Dark Order are still bickering amongst themselves.
It's got to be leading the Bray coming in. The Rochester show is the week after the Grand Slam show, so that I would assume to keep the momentum up, they want to do something big. And why else would they be doing this angle?
Yeah.
Some of the guys in the Dark Order, like, they just seem so bored with this. Like, Colt, especially, like, until he has to kind of, like, say something or whatever, he seems very bored. Some of the other guys just kind of stand there, just like, I think everyone wants to just get through this, whatever the fuck this is, and get to the next part.
Yeah.
Then we get Dan Lambert.
Oh no, not this one.
And then Chris Jericho comes out because he's insulted by all the flippy stuff because he, some reason, thinks he is a flippy. I don't know. And
Wow, glossing over this. We need to slow down a little bit because the judo woman in the ring, I don't know from judo, but she was on Impractical Jokers once. And you were,
Well,
there you go.
Paige Van Zant was in there, and Paige Van Zant is gorgeous.
Yep.
10 out of 10. Would recommend.
They should go ahead and sign her.
Mhm.
She was is also super into pro wrestling. I think turned down a WWE offer, or was I don't know what happened there, but
They tried to get her on a SummerSlam. I don't remember either how it played
yeah.
out.
So I do want to point out this is somebody else's point that I saw online, so I don't want to take credit for it. But it is putting over Dan Lambert a little bit, so I know Draven's not going to be happy. But I went back and watched it. He starts out by immediately putting over how he puts AEW over, because he says that back in the day you could tell who was over in a company because they're the ones that they had T-shirts selling out or whatever. And he said, but now everybody in AEW sells out their T-shirts, which is a really good, like, he's putting over how everybody's over. Like, they've done a great job of making everybody popular or whatever. But then immediately slips back into his heel persona by saying, yeah, they're only sold out of the men's small and women's extra large, though. So, like, it's a really good, what is a compliment sandwich?
Yeah, compliment sandwich. I mean,
So-
Shit sandwich. It's a shit sandwich, this whole fucking thing.
That is the only good thing. That's like the smallest positive thing, and then Paige Van Zant being there was a positive. But this overall was how's Jake Hager the best dressed MMA fighter in the building during this whole thing? And why did Jericho and Jake Hager want to fight or willing to fight everybody until Dan Lambert said stop? And then they were like, all right, we won't fight you then.
will you gentlemen indulge me while I give you a compliment sandwich story about Arby's?
About what?
Arby's. So the Arby's.
I don't see how this.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So this Arby's by my house I like to go to approximately this time in the evening because they have a delicious steak sandwich. Well, they do.
What is happening?
They do this thing.
Do we finally get that paid sponsorship we've been trying to get? And you just didn't
No,
tell
because
us?
it's a compliment sandwich. So anyway, they always turn their lights off at 9, even though they're open until 10 because they don't want people coming there, like the big sign and their indoor lights. And last time I was like, oh, they must have closed early. So I Googled it. And then I called them. I was like, you guys closed? They're like, oh, no, we're open. I was like, oh, the light was off, so I didn't know. So I turned around to go back to Arby's, and the light was on. Well, now they do it all the time as like a strategy. And also, I didn't put this in my email. I emailed Arby's is what I'm getting to.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, you emailed Bill Arby?
I'm pulling through the drive-thru. There's like an 18-year-old kid there, and he recognizes me. And he goes, did you sell your gym? And I said, yeah, I sold it here a while back. And he goes, how much for? And I said, well, that's personal, so I'm not going to tell you that. And he goes, it doesn't in there, because I was like, okay, he'll realize that. I'm kind of like, no. And he goes, why not? And I'm like, because that's like stuff you don't share with people. Like, I didn't know what to say. So I wrote Arby's an email that says, first of all, your new steak sandwich is delicious. So I do the compliment.
Product placement at its worst.
and I do the compliment sandwich. I go, but I said, your employees try to fake me out and think that they're closed so they don't have to do stuff. And then one night they said that they were out of the brisket. And I don't know if that's a policy or they just were being lazy, didn't want to make food at 9 o'clock at night because they were closing in an hour. But again, the sandwich is delicious. Keep up the good work.
You narked out the fast food employees?
Yeah.
Right, Jesus.
Yes, I did.
That
You just
that
started
just makes you an ass in all of this.
Yeah, what the
I'm calling
fuck?
Arby's right now to tell them how much you sold the gym for, because I know.
I now think that you started this whole podcast and we did 30 episodes, so you could just gripe about Arby's 30 episodes in.
Okay, this happened 30 weeks ago exactly. So I thought 30 was a good number where I could finally tell the Arby's story.
Wow, that was a roller coaster.
Not like a good roller coaster or like a fun roller coaster, but it was like a roller coaster.
It's one of the scary ones that are rickety and it could break.
Made out of wood.
Made out of steak sandwiches.
Oh man.
I do want one of those steak sandwiches now. Go to
Well,
Arby's.
hopefully that goddamn kid's fired, and that'll
Yeah,
teach him.
no, I didn't tell him about the kid. I only told him about the light and the not having these.
Well, yeah, they're probably all fired now because they're all in on it. Probably closed the whole branch down. You can't get any more of your delicious steak sandwiches.
Yeah, you just shot yourself right in the colon.
Go to Arby's.com. I'm feeling good in the neighborhood, whatever their tagline is.
That's
We got the
follow-up
meats.
story
We got the meat.
about your next visit there to let us know how your food was then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I changed up my time. You go there, buddy.
Good
Man, the
thing I
steak
always-
was so moist now. It's like real wet all of a sudden.
Freebird
Salty,
Brian Cross.
very salty.
Freebird Brian Cross used to be a chef someplace, and I got a steak there.
Good
and
day, mate.
I texted him and said, "This steak is delicious. Good job." And the waitress came out and she said, "The cook told me to tell you, here's the extra spit you wanted." And she gave me one of those ketchup cups with water in it, and I was like, "Oh, that's good." But so anyway, let's talk about this wrestling. So speaking of guy that eats steaks, Billy Gunn.
Yes,
I need a break after that. I think I need a break after that story. I feel like I've got a concussion.
Usually that would have been on the pre-show, but you guys are getting to see the real deal.
Yeah, I feel sick. I feel like I just ate Arby's.
They've got the meats.
I got the sweats.
They have delicious buffalo chicken sandwiches, by the way.
You getting that Arby's money too, Dre?
I mean, those
is it?
those sliders they got, those are fucking delicious.
They slide so far.
So we all love
Look,
Arby's.
this is a big Arby's podcast, all right? I'll tell you that.
You ready for me to shit on it?
Oh, no.
No! We
Oh.
need our money.
We love Arby's, but I just found out we have a Rack's that's only 20 minutes from me. So I've been to Rack 4 times in the last 2 weeks.
You're
They
20
never
minutes from
close-
you're 20 minutes from the country of Iraq?
Yeah. And I visit all the time. Best roast beef.
I mean,
Oh, you're Slaughter's benefactor from 1991.
Rax was cool back in the day because they had the little plastic alligator cups in their kids menu. But
What are you guys talking about? Maybe this is a regional thing. We don't set up for.
I think it is. I think it is kind of this area.
Was that a police car?
That's Arby's sending the cops after you.
Oh God, the Arby's cops are here.
They want their product placement money back. They didn't like the ad.
I spent it. So
Did you spend it on Arby's?
I spent it on Arby's. But
All right. So speaking of a guy that's never raided Arby's in his life,
Billy Gunn, and he still looks better than both his sons combined, which is our theory that they're each half a Billy Gunn.
yeah.
Only note I got here is Gun Club video. Why?
So I will. So yeah, it was pretty much pointless. But I will say I appreciate when promos are based in fact. And I did
Arby's
not.
roast beef.
I did and based it in that sweet, delicious Arby's sauce or the horse beef sauce.
In fact, they're not like entirely fact. There's some. Wow.
What? Huh? I didn't realize that like all of them combined with tag teams, the different combinations are all undefeated. I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. So,
I knew because of Mega told me.
yeah, I didn't realize that. So I mean, again, I didn't need this promo at all. I don't need any of this.
I get that. At least they're trying to make an effort to say wins matter. These guys are undefeated, 20-0, whatever, in tag matches. They got to do something with it.
And it gives them somewhat of a legit reason for the reason they turned heel, which is.
I mean, clearly. Why?
Usually we
why
don't
else?
get a reason.
I mean, they're undefeated. They should have got a match against QT Marshall. No wonder they were upset Big Show got that match.
yeah. No, that's a
don't make no sense.
pay-per-view payday.
That had nothing to do with the rankings. The guy you turned on didn't jump ahead of you to fight that guy.
Big Show is going to take their tag title shot, and you know it. Just like
Look, all I'm saying is if I was frustrated because I was going to turn heel and I got to pick who I hit with a chair, I'd pick the Big Show too.
Fair.
now I need the reason why.
It's just he needs to go away.
Fair enough.
He needs to no longer be involved with things. I'm sure he's a nice fellow, but
So speaking of nice fellas, we get
No,
Jake
bad
Cargill.
transition. Bad transition.
damn it.
she just tweeted about this.
Smart Mark Sterling. That's what you were going to say. Nice fellows.
He was not a nice fellow to me, but
Jason
anyway.
tried to save it, but you're ruining it.
I was trying to save us a lawsuit.
Can we just do what I did and not pay attention to this and move on?
It was a good it shows that Jade is she's coming along pretty well.
All right,
Yeah,
she
I
can
thought it
do
was
more than a
fine.
5-second squash.
Yeah. Yeah,
There wasn't
it showed me that I think she's gonna be pretty damn good.
There wasn't anything I would say is objectionable in this match. There wasn't anything that made me cringe or why am I watching.
I just wasn't interested.
So I did notice that since her nipple popped out of the pay-per-view, she is overly worried about the entire match. She was grabbing her top and looking down, she'd stop selling to make sure her nipple wasn't shown again. So I'm not gonna be shocked if she changes her gear.
Let's just be straight for the record. There was no nipple that was shown.
The pasty or whatever.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
nipple guards or whatever the fuck they're called.
I'm gonna wear those our next match, Omega, just the nipple guards.
Wear nipple guards as an off guard and you'll be good.
Mhm.
Yeah, and put some tassels on them
With the Arby's logo. So then we get Andrade being like, I'm the kingpin because no one else is coming to manage me. No one.
Somebody was, but now no one is.
Hey, moving on.
Then we get CM Punk and Hook and Hook
Taz and Powerhouse
and
Hobbs.
Hook.
Hobbs.
And
Hey,
Hook.
I'm a big fan of seeing the Dragon Sleeper again on TV.
Yeah,
That guy?
yeah, it's but a child did.
I mean, I just enjoy seeing the Dragon
Right.
Sleeper. So
My note was poor Punk having to sell for this, and then my second note was I am the table, whatever that means.
I mean, that was the worst part of it for Punk.
My note here is it's going to be interesting to see how Punk reacts to this, because what this seemed like to me was that some of the stuff was a little stiff and off the mark, sort of like that segment he had with Ryback in WWE.
Oh yeah,
Gorilla pressing the table, and he bitched about it on the Colt Cabana podcast because Hobbs legit shoot forearms him in the base of the fucking skull.
yeah.
Start the thing, and then I get that the table they used, they purposely made it not break, but that still looked stiff as fuck. And it'll be interesting to see how he reacts to it.
I have the same note as Jason. I am the table. So then we get Sean Spears, which I don't want to be like a Sean Spears.
I have the same note.
Mark, but man, the guy's pretty good.
How did we do such a 180 on this guy so quick? Because I feel the same way.
I will always mostly be on the fuck Sean Spears side because I will ride or die with Matt Connard. But god damn, this dude's good.
Yeah, this match with Darby was actually really good.
Now I did think that he at the beginning during his entrance that he was about to perform the Cell Block Tango from Chicago the musical.
Fantastic. My
What the
note
fuck
was,
is
what in
that?
the strip club hell is this?
Oh, I'm sorry, Draven. Some of us are
cultured.
well.
I thought it was going to be the Nicki Minaj awkward Drake lap dance.
You're saying cultured on a podcast where we just talk about Arby's?
Whoa! Pump the brakes.
Look. I was seeing a girl and she wanted to go watch Chicago the musical, so I've seen Chicago the musical.
So yeah, that happened on here. We got it on tape, people.
So I've seen one musical. All right, does that
I
make me
get that.
smarter than all of you? Yeah.
Yes.
Does it make me more cultured than all of you? Yes.
Probably.
But yeah, this match was actually really good, and the coffin drop to the lower back.
Yeah, it was like right on the hip. That had to fucking hurt the next day.
I have on here, and I don't remember what the bump is now, but I have holy fuck that apron bump.
Oh yeah, it was, No, the dive's what I'm thinking. That dive was ridiculous. But I don't remember.
I don't remember what the apron bump was.
He sweeped his leg out, and Darby did more than a fucking 180 and almost and landed on top of his head pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, I do remember it.
The Mr. Perfect bump for a leg sweep, but he did it on the fucking.
Yeah.
The step dive was very clever. That was set up very well.
Yeah, this was a really solid match. I enjoyed it.
Yep.
The pile driver in the post-match beatdown from FTR scared the shit out of me because Sting with his neck, and it just, for whatever reason, it looked bad for the neck.
For FTR being such classic wrestling lovers, how hard were they to be out there with Tully telling them what to do and then get to give a spike pile driver to Sting?
Yeah.
They were
living the boyhood dream.
I said I would bring up when we got to this segment earlier, but so if anyone's noticed, like, Pinnacle's still a thing, but MJF and Wardlow are just not in the group anymore.
I've noticed that.
So we'll say before this week, I feel like the Swerve and the whole Andrade angle was going to be him and Flair leading that group.
Oh, maybe.
Picking up Pinnacle, you got Flair and Tully, you got FTR, you got Andrade as the boss, and he actually has a fucking crew that you want to have, and
yeah,
I think it would have fit well. It still can without Flair, but
it's not.
That's also why I think they're fighting with Sting now, because of the Sting-Flair connection. But
yeah, all that makes sense.
Yeah, I never thought about it, but yeah, that does all make sense.
I won't think about it again.
Even the post-match was good from this. So
once again, Ric Flair being a rapist has ruined it all.
Alleged.
Yeah, you have to say alleged, or you
don't have to say alleged.
You didn't hear me say alleged. It was in there. It was a silent ALLEGED though. So
I got ED. So anyway, I love the wiping off the face paint of Sting. I thought that was great.
Well, yeah, because like they did it to Darby too. So they were kind of.
I love.
So
it.
what kind of face paint are they going to debut in the tag match? When they come back, they're going to have some new badass face paint, right?
Waterproof?
No, they're not going to have anything new. I did see some people online marking out, oh my god, that's such a simple thing. How come nobody's ever thought of that? I guess everybody's got like a real short attention span because Britt Baker did it to Thunder Rosa a few months ago.
But that was a lights out match, right? So we can't talk about it.
One of their segments leading up to the fight, she attacked her backstage and wiped off all her face paint.
I didn't remember that at all. So
apparently it's a AEW go-to.
But then we get Tony Schiavone with Bryan Danielson. I said it right, not Daniel Bryan. I did it now.
The white T-shirt boys.
Yeah, this is weird. I love their official.
They bought one pack. They split them.
Yeah. Well, money's tight in AEW, and you got to try to save where you can. But then it's weird hearing Bryan Danielson cuss. I was just like, he said shit.
There were so many shits on this show.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chuck Taylor tweeted out, because his whole gimmick is he always tweets out that he's going to say the S word tonight. Like, he's always like, I'm going to say the S word tonight. So he tweeted out, I'm no longer interested in saying the S word now. This is good, and they're going to give us a basic pay-per-view main event next week. So I'll be watching live. So I think it's really smart booking that they have Brian say the title isn't his focus. So that way they can have like this dream match without having to sacrifice like the record of not having guys just walk right in and get world title shots.
Yep.
Yeah, it was
all. Can still claim the wins matter because he's not going after the title. It's just a match for a match.
Yeah.
I thought all this was pretty good. So
I loved this segment. I thought it was really, really good.
Then we get Miro asking the security guard why he's calling him out again. He's going to bash his brains in, and he's going to hold his title up high while his wife goes down. Oh, man. Love Miro. Then we get the main event, Eddie Kingston and Moxley versus 2.0 with Daniel Garcia, but kind of Daniel Garcia as well.
Yeah. This kind of felt like I don't want to say the word burial, but
say it.
It did basically just seem like let's get rid of these two guys. Let's get rid of this little group quickly here and get to the real shit of this storyline.
The song.
So this week on Busted Open, when Tony Khan calls in every week to talk about things, they asked him something about Adam Cole being the first person to jump straight from NXT, and he's laughing and says, "What, you guys don't consider 2.0 to be?" Oh, they said your first big acquisition to come straight from NXT. That's what they said, and he said, "What, you don't think that they're a big acquisition?" And then laughed. Like, wow.
I mean, at least he's self-aware.
Do
Right.
enhancement talents count as an acquisition? Because technically Daniel Garcia came from NXT as well, because he did a job there a few months back.
All I know is it looked like they owed Moxley money for something. Because even as the match starts with them jumping him and everything, Moxley's like, "Screw this! I'm just going to go ahead and beat the shit out of you." While Eddie's still on the outside, kind of selling and and taking his beating. He was like, "Nope, that's not what we're doing."
I actually think that was good booking, because you got two guys that are supposed to be badasses. Let them beat the shit out of these guys. They can get themselves right back over with their promo ability.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was smart. I just thought it was like, I'm glad. I guess I'm actually glad that they kind of acknowledge, like, hey, not every match has to have like the heels that really don't need to get all that kind of offense don't always have to.
Right.
So it's smart to just get it out of the way, let Mox and Kingston beat the shit out of them, and move on.
That being said, I thought this match was mostly meh.
Yeah. I mean, it was a means to an end.
Then we get
And that end was
Minoru Suzuki comes out, and they just fight and hit each other a bunch and go out through the try to do a power driver on the timekeeper's table. But
I kept waiting for that timekeeper's table to break in half with them standing on it.
I was so concerned with that bell sitting there.
Yeah.
Like, do the pile driver on the table if you got to. And then finally, whoever it was came over and grabbed the bell right before they got off the table.
Well, Suzuki, too, did not seem interested in being up on that table. Like, he kept looking down like, can we hurry the fuck up?
All right. He said, this ain't no New Japan table.
Anything but his song.
What is it?
Suzuki didn't look interested in anything but his goddamn song playing.
Yeah, that's also
that's
true.
his son. I guess that's his son singing the song.
Oh.
That's what they
No.
said. The commentary said.
I don't think they did.
I'm pretty sure it's a woman that sings the song.
That's what I thought when I heard that.
And I think it's an actual band that they licensed the song from in Japan. Like, it's a real song.
How do you spell Minoru Suzuki? And I'll find out.
Like that.
Okay.
Minoru.
Oh, are you?
There, I got it.
Okay.
Suzuki Incident is the first thing that comes up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, Joe Biden.
The song is Kane.
It's got to be Kane.
But anyway, so we'll while I Google.
I mean, Tim might be doing the thing he does when he reads signs too. He might have just heard a few like letters of a word and created the rest of the word himself.
All right.
I was surprised. I'll hit you with the numbers on the show while he's busy on the old Google machine.
Go ahead.
Yeah, 24 segments.
That's a lot.
16 promos. And 5 matches. 19 fucking promos. I think that's the most they've ever done.
That sounds like the most.
That is
So they're out of the 5 matches, 4 of them had commercial breaks. 2 of them had pre-match attacks, and 2 of them had post-match attacks.
We should start. We should start figuring, like, I don't know if keeping track of or what, but like we should see what promos were actually needed. Like, which ones were necessary, which ones weren't.
None of them.
Off the top of my head, the only one that was necessary was Bryan and Omega.
Is it necessary?
I knew that was coming.
It's sanitary.
It's sterile.
I guess the Fuego del Sol promo, because it set something up for Friday, right? I'll fight you for my car.
Yeah, and like as much as I like to hear MJF promos, we really didn't need this. Like,
Their match is already set.
Yeah,
It's mostly all the pre-tapes they run that really don't mean anything. Did we need to see the Anna J. Bunny thing? Did we need to see the Gun Club?
Gun Club.
right. The pre-tapes are where we need to, like, because that's where you need to get rid of that shit.
I get that it gets people's faces on, so you can say more people are featured on the show, and less people will be like angry about not being used. But still, man.
Right. I'll go first with a rating. I gave it a 75.
What?
I thought the opening match was really fucking good. Like, it was basically just the wrestling matches made it a 75 because I loved the opening match. I loved the tag match. I loved Sean Spears and Darby Allin. And then I thought the Kingston and Mox thing at least led to a good final show segment that leads into the tag match. So, yeah, I was a fan of the work in the ring.
That was quite a bit higher than I scored it. I did enjoy Adam Cole's match. I thought the Darby match was real good. I really liked the Bryan and Omega segment, but I ended up with a 56.
Wow.
I have a 55. I might as well just say since I'm so close to Omega.
And I had a 65.
Hmm.
Because I liked all the matches, even as far as what the Jade and Hirsch match was. It gave us a little bit more of Jade than just her coming out and doing what she's done in the past weeks. But yeah, a lot of the promos really threw off the whole flow of the show. So those good matches were so far between each other that it was like a hard reset to get back into the wrestling.
I wish that they would get a little less rigid with the format. Like, it's 5 or 6 matches every week. Why can't they switch it up and 1 week fit in like seven matches and only do like 2 pre-tapes?
Yeah.
Well, next week, that's the way it'll be since they're doing 4 hours of shows.
Yeah, they got a lot of
Dynamite-
matches.
Promise you, Dynamite's only going to have 5 matches.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they seem to be pretty set in their way on that one.
Unless there's another match that happens that they haven't advertised. It looks like there's 5 and 5 next week.
Well, we started this podcast early so I could make it to Arby's before they close, but looks like
That's
not
why we
happening.
started early.
No,
Right. Jesus.
but AEW Rampage is next, and the commentary team was way crowded with Excalibur, Taz, Jericho, and Ricky Starks, who doesn't really contribute much.
But it was better than it normally is because Ricky Starks was better than Mark Henry's, who's usually in that spot. So it was slightly better.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I thought the banter between him and Jericho was a lot better than Jericho didn't yell, I don't think, this week as much.
Yes.
And the first match is the Lucha Brothers versus Butcher and the Blade. And besides Penta coming out as masked to do a super kick, I did not like this match.
The mat with the logo on it, I'm cool with the logo in the center. I do not like the Rampage logo in the corners. I think that looks pretty shitty.
So
yeah.
I didn't mind this match. I thought it picked up steam and got better as it towards the end. But it's I think we're gonna have this every week now in Rampage when it's taped. The crowd just is so fucking dead.
I did not think this match was very good, to be honest with you, especially because it seemed like anytime the Butcher and Blade went to go get some offense, they would just not get any offense.
Yeah.
The finish I thought was creative, but I kind of think it's wasted here because this was a match.
The match was for nothing, so who cares?
Yeah, he took his mask off, which is a crazy thing to do to save your brother. But yeah, not needed in a random Friday opener show.
It was a tag title match, but it should have been saved for something that had some story behind it and a little bit of a feud.
Yep,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Definitely not that great.
And we see what they're going to do next, because after the match we get Private Party and the rest of them attack when they get saved by Santana or Ortiz.
Yep,
So,
they're doing 8-man tag next week that'll lead to them starting to feud with each other, I bet.
yeah, I assume.
Which is good. Most of their shit Impact that I saw, which isn't everything, but some of it.
And good on Santana and Ortiz for sitting in the back for however many hours this taping was with their face paint on just to come out.
Well, I mean,
So that
it is their
Jericho
job.
could say, look at the dead Prez. They're in my group.
I mean, it is their job. They get paid to do that, so let's not give them too much credit.
Yeah, it's a pretty good payday, honestly, just to wear your paint and hang out.
I was
around
sitting around for 12-hour days if I'm getting as much as they're making.
Yeah. And then we get just kind of Kenny Omega talking about Bryan Danielson being the underdog. And I was really upset that he didn't say he's the underdog, but this is going to have a happy ending, that he didn't say, I'm going to put that dog down. I'm like, come on. This writes itself. So then we get the Bunny versus Anna Jay, and I didn't think this was very good.
It was fine, but there's too much Matt Hardy on the show for me already.
Yep.
I thought this was awful. This is the first time I've watched Anna Jay work,
Same.
and she's not good.
Same.
Just to put it in context, she finished training about February of last year and just started having her first matches when the pandemic hit.
Oh, really?
She's super green. Like brand
Okay. Well, okay. I won't be quite as harsh then.
Well, then AEW should put super green people not ready for TV on TV.
That's also true.
True, but they put her in Dark Order already, and I think this is less about her getting an actual match and more about just keeping Dark Order in people's minds.
Probably.
Right. She does this super weird thing where she keeps her arms at her side, like she doesn't know I don't know what to do with my hands. Like
She does.
She needs to always have 2 coffee cups with her because coffee mugs. She doesn't. Yeah, she like insists on her hands being at her side at all times.
They riffed on it on Seinfeld that the dude walks with invisible suitcases.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. But yeah, I didn't think this was good at all.
And then also, what's Penelope Ford doesn't know how to use brass knucks, so there's that.
That was pretty funny, actually. That makes this segment all worth it for me.
And like the Matt Hardy, yeah, like Draven said, I don't need any more fucking Matt Hardy shit on these shows.
Well, you got
I am
more
so
coming
over
up.
him. I am so over him. Like, he's fine as a manager, but then I saw there's some tweet or something he put out that just was real, like, fucking eye-rolling. Like, what it was is, so everyone knows Rampage is taped Friday. Let's just, like, not talk about it is probably the smartest way to handle it. And he put a tweet out that he flew his private jet and just got into fucking whatever the city is on Friday for Rampage. Like, shut the fuck up. You know?
Yeah.
That's the type of voting I hate. Like, quit treating fans as if they're all fucking idiots that think it's real.
Speaking of fans, I fucking hate fan beatdowns.
Yeah.
Yes.
I hate anytime a fan comes over the guardrail for an angle. I use fan as air quote, of course, but
Right.
it just fucking annoys me. A plant, I hate it so much.
Everyone in the audience, as I was just saying, knows that this is a work and they're in on the work, but they also then know that these people are trained wrestlers, so they don't get sympathy from the spot, and then it just looks kind of shitty, so what's the point of doing it?
Exactly.
For whatever this is worth, because I feel exactly the same personally, I watched the show with my mother-in-law in the room. She had no clue what was going on, and she's like, oh my God, they just grabbed that guy, and now they're cutting his hair? I was like, oh, Lord.
This was for her.
You said it was your mother-in-law? Is that what you said?
Yeah. So literally, there's one person that got
yesterday.
Huh?
I talked over you, my bad.
Go for it.
I said it was just a dumb joke. That's why I said, oh, your mother-in-law was literally born yesterday?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I do think we forget that there are still like legitimate marks out there. So,
but how many of the
exactly
fan base?
Yeah, the overwhelming majority of especially AEW fans.
The majority had a majority.
Especially the majority. Yeah, are going to be smart marks at the very least.
At this point, like, if you enjoy wrestling, just like any other medium, like I like movies, so I look online about information about movies. Like, if you like wrestling, you're at least following it online in some degree.
Yeah.
So I don't even think like smart fan is the right way to word it anymore because everyone's smart when you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like unless Jason's watching it again, his mother-in-law is not going to tune in to see what happens with Orange Cassidy and Matt Hardy. You know what I mean? So like, even if they do get the marks to be like, oh my God, this is what is this? They're not going to tune in and watch it.
Right. That was definitely not the sympathy to make me buy a pay-per-view or something.
Yeah.
They are all too busy at Arby's to tune back.
Yeah.
Where right now they can get a delicious Arby's slider
for just $3.99
for just the next 2 minutes. You better get there. 2 minutes remaining.
But if the light's out, don't let that sway you. Just go right on in, even if you have to break at the window to get in.
You have the email for it.
First of all, I'm not allowed to talk about that because of pending court case. So
they're never really closed. That's their motto.
If they try and close, you tell them, don't worry about it. I'm friends with Vance Desmond.
Yeah.
Next, we get a really good promo between Britt Baker and Ruby Soho.
I fucking loved this.
This is the highlight of the show.
Yeah. Great.
This was awesome. Like,
she wasn't a runaway. She got fired.
The first little bit of it, I was kind of rolling my eyes at because of that kind of shit. Where I was like, "We get it. WWE sucks, and everybody's glad to get out of there." But by the time this thing got going, and like when Ruby snapped her fingers in Britt's face, like by the time we were there, I was like, "This is fucking fantastic."
Yeah, really good.
I do think this may just be my opinion, but I do think they lost like half a fucking point on this because they had contact at the end. If they would have just left it with the stare down and walked away, I think it would have been a fucking
Agreed.
perfect segment.
Agreed.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely did not need the contact. Just their words did the job. I mean, they sold
The words
this
of work
match.
cut me deep.
This is one of the segments that I'll put Jericho over too. His little lines that he threw in every so often about how awesome it was and whatever, I think actually added to this a lot.
Yeah.
Then we get Mark Henry doing a Skype call with, even though in the same building, they're all right there. But anyway, they're Skyping from the same Wi-Fi network. And Fuego del Sol does a really cheesy promo.
It's so weird to see a Mexican man with an Alabama accent.
That's what I was going to say. His accent is very off-putting.
Agreed.
Yeah, fuck you, Alabama.
The whole thing with the car is just too fucking goofy for me to care about this.
I even love the keys in the mouth at the end of the match. I was like, yeah, that's cool, but he could have just been happy about being able to buy a car, and then Miro could have shoved the keys in his mouth or something. But...
Well, I was trying to think of a way they could have done it to where it was like he put his contract up, like instead of the fucking car thing, like give me one more shot at the title, and like I'll put this contract up. But then I was trying to think of how they would get out of that to where he keeps. But I didn't care enough about. Like the only good part about this entire thing was the double axe handle to the face.
Oh yeah,
that was awesome.
This got super botchy at the end to the point where Miro just said "fuck it" and started punching him in the face for real and kicked him and pinned him.
Yeah. It was that whole corner debacle was awful. Yeah, so Miro's just like "fuck you," I'm just gonna punch you.
Then we find out why the security guard got a contract. He's best friends with Sammy Guevara.
I mean, we found that out when he got the contract.
But I mean, I'm saying they show you right now why he got the contract.
Oh, yeah.
Because Sammy Guevara comes
so we
out.
Can get the story going.
He comes out.
I do want some props because I called this, although I was a little off on the timing. I said this was going to lead to Sammy and Miro.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Good call. That will be a really good series of matches. So,
yeah,
Miro's going to make Sammy look like $1 million. Like, I mean, Sammy already will make himself look good, but Miro knows how to sell for baby faces.
And I think also he'll make Miro look good because he's little and he's going to bat him out of the air like King Kong in the planes.
Yeah.
So,
but I thought as a main event goes, this was bad.
I just want to share. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say that this whole show was bad, really.
Yeah.
I mean, minus the Brit and fucking Ruby thing. So the numbers on this one, again, I do enjoy the 1 hour format because there are only 8 segments, 5 promos, 3 matches. Every single match had a commercial. Every single match had a post-match attack, and one of the matches had a pre-match attack.
Wow.
So the feed I watched of this, I had to find it on Daily Motion to watch it, and they didn't have the picture-in-picture parts. Like, it just stayed right on like normal. I don't know.
The international feed on Fight TV is that way. They don't go to commercial break. They come talking. So just like
that must be what I have then. It was kind of interesting because they they basically just kind of make jokes to try to make each other laugh during that time.
Oh.
So it's like a podcast.
Yeah, it's a lot looser commentary, like while they're doing it during those. But it's very weird to hear them be like, "Stay with us for picture in picture," and then it never goes to picture in picture. So you're like, does he just not know when it is? And then all of a sudden he'll be like, "And we're back." I'll be like, but we never left.
Where you been, Tony? I've been here the whole time. Well, also a news story that goes with Dynamite is Stephen Amell from Heel said, "I'm going to be at AEW Dynamite Grand Slam, and I'm bringing my wrestling gear."
Oh, okay. Well,
so, there's that.
All right.
He's probably just going to do a run-in in Cody's match or something.
Yeah, probably. Or they'll use him to continue this, and he'll knock him out, and then Cody will go on to face him some other time.
Hopefully he's just saying that. We don't actually have to see him.
Yeah.
He was fine the couple matches he had, but there's no room for him and no purpose for him here.
Yeah.
Agreed. There's promoting heels. I mean, that's exactly what it is.
So rating-wise, I don't even know. I mean, the Ruby Britt Baker segment was awesome. So I'll give that like 90, and then everything else like a 10. I mean,
So you
I don't. I'm separating the two. I don't know how to rate it because
I have 20 as mine if you want to know.
Your score goes to 50 then, because 100 divided by 2. So
Yeah.
average
So let's
50.
okay. So we'll go 50.
I am
Wow.
similar. Mine's 48, but that's entirely based on the Brit promo and nothing else.
Yeah.
That's what my 20 was.
Right. Yeah, no, I was at a 15
Oh,
based
Jesus.
on the one promo, and the only other thing was that club to the face from Miro. The rest of it was like literally 50 minutes of my day wasted.
Yeah.
I think they're just gonna struggle if they keep taping the shit. The problem is, so Dynamite's a 2-hour show, but they also tape Elevation before Dynamite still. So there's 5 hours being taped in front of them.
Jesus.
Just
I mean,
the
it's
separate Dark show is the only one they taped at Universal Studios.
like I need a crowd to be into a show for me to really enjoy it. So Rampage is going to be hard for me to give a shit about.
Yeah, I
There are
agree.
a couple weeks in October where they're doing live ones, but that's only because they had to move the Dynamites to Saturday because of hockey and basketball. So there's
Yeah.
like live Friday and then live Saturday.
Mm. Well, so we had a pretty decent Dynamite and a pretty bad Rampage. So,
But the Grand Slam weekend should be week should be pretty good.
yeah, I'm
Right.
excited.
There's a bunch of shit on those shows that I think is going to be really good. I don't want to overhype it, but
Yeah.
I'm going to
I'm
watch.
definitely watching that one live.
Yeah, I am too, and I never do.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we should
Record
Let's
right
make
afterwards.
guesses. Let's make guesses on the rating they get for Dynamite.
oh God,
What do
Because
they-
I think it'll be their highest rated ever with them having Bryan Danielson versus Kenny Omega.
what's their highest they've done so far?
1.5 was the debut show.
I mean, I think they could get to a 2.
I
Right.
don't. I say 165.
I'm going 1.7. 1.7 million.
1.9.
I'll go 2.
The Price is Right rules.
Price is Right. One person watches it.
Right.
All right. Well, until the next time and next.
Make sure you guys get that delicious Arby's. They're totally not a sponsor. They're paying us, but they're good anyways.
There. I just found out there's one an hour away that's open until midnight, so I am off to Arby's.
And hey, Arby's. I mean, this podcast, it's all meat here, boys. So
Oh,
we
it
got
is
the meats. You know what I mean?
real
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, your meat's canceled.
What? No.